What's good, YouTube? It's Chuka the Barber. I'm back with another video. I got my man in the chair today. Today we're gonna just hook him up with a mid fade. We're gonna throw a simple design in there, but we're basically getting him ready for the braids on top, right? So this is basically a pre-braid cut. We'll sponge it up a little bit, condition it a little bit at the end, and have it looking right and ready for the braids. All right, so as always, I'm gonna get started with the Pro Rich Collection shampoo and conditioner. This is a DHT blocking formula that helps stimulate and promote healthy hair growth, helps maintain a healthy scalp, and many other things. All right, so if you wanna learn more about the benefits of the Pro Rich shampoo and conditioner, you can just visit therichbarber.com or click the link in the description, and you can check that out. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna get my comb. I'm gonna separate his long hair from the shorter hair around the crown area, and at the same time I'm gonna blow dry it to dry out the hair a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take my Andis Masters, I'm gonna put a 1/8 guard on, open up the lever, and start trimming the hair. All right, so I'm starting at the top of the crown area where the long hair and the shorter hair separates, and I'm gonna blend down. And as you can see, I have the clips in there to hold the long hair out the way, so it's always good to have clips like this for people with long hair, so it can get the hair out your face, out the way, so you can actually see what you're doing and you don't gotta fight with it and keep moving it and whatnot. So after I lay down the hair, I'm gonna take the Andis T outliners and create my first guideline. So I'm gonna basically follow the way his hair splits between the long hair and the short hair around the crown area. So I'm basically gonna follow that and match that up with the fade guideline. And the reason I'm doing that is because, yeah, it's gonna look more parallel, it's gonna look more consistent throughout the cut. So we're gonna do that. He wants to keep the top, so we're not gonna trim any of that or shape any of that. So now I'm gonna start with the initial lineup. I'm gonna hit the C cup, I'm gonna hit the corners. And then once I'm done with that, we're gonna go right into the blend, and I'm gonna start blending out this half. So I am going to start with the lever all the way closed with my Andis Masters, and I'm gonna start blending my way up, slightly adjusting the lever as I blend my way up, making sure I see my blend coming together, making sure that I'm able to completely blend out my previous guideline while I'm creating new guidelines. So I wanna make sure that I'm not over adjusting the lever as I blend my way up. I wanna make sure that each new guideline that I'm creating is actually removing the previous guideline. Making sure I'm staying consistent with the fade contrast and also with the guideline, and making sure I'm keeping it consistent where the long hair and the short hair splits, making sure I keep that consistency and just follow that from the front to the back. Now once I'm done with fading with no guard, I'm gonna throw a 1/16 guard on, and I'm gonna open up the lever all the way, and I'm gonna take my blend up about halfway between the last guideline and his crown. I'm gonna blend that out. This time I'm gonna bring the lever in. So I'm gonna bring it in halfway and blend below that previous guideline. And then after this, I will close the lever all the way and blend below that previous guideline. So when you're blending this way, when you have the guards on, of course, the guidelines they don't stand out as much as the guidelines when you're doing it with no guard on, right? So you just gotta watch it blend. You gotta know kind of where you left off. You you gotta have your way of having markers where this is how high I'm taking it, and then this is how high I need to take it with the next blend, or how low I need to take it with the next adjustment. So now I got a 1/8 guard on, lever all the way open, and I'm gonna take my blend up even higher, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the 1/16. Like after I take the blend up higher and create that imaginary new guideline, I'm gonna close the lever halfway and then blend below that imaginary guideline, right? Or you can damn near blend up to that guideline. You're almost taking it all the way up to that guideline, because that's what's gonna pretty much blend it out. But of course, you're trying to create that contrast and that fade look, right? So you don't want to overextend yourself neither. So use your own judgment, watch the blend as it's coming together, and you should be fine. Now the 1/8 guard is the highest guard I'm going to use on this fade. So instead of throwing on another guard and trying to continue to fade upward, I'm gonna just take the 1/8 and use it to lay down the hair at the crown area, because I want to keep that area dark. So, you know, I'll go with the grain and try to lay it down even more, and that'll pretty much complete my blend on that side. And then we'll get on the other side and do the same exact thing, follow the same technique. This is my systematic cutting method, which allows me to approach every cut with confidence, knowing that, you know, if I stick with my technique, that I can get a certain result, but then at the same time, I'm flexible on the route, right? Like, I know that, you know, each client's hair could act different. You know, each client's hair reacts different to certain things, certain lengths, it grows certain directions. So you gotta, you know, at the same time be flexible. But, you know, as long as you got that foundation to stand on, that systematic cutting method, and, you know, you can enter into each cut with confidence. Now we're gonna hit the hairline area, and as you can see, I'm gonna comb that down. He has, you know, it's long, so I can't line that up, right? I need it to be laid down and controlled hair at the hairline area. So I'm gonna trim that going with the grain, and then I'm gonna take the reverse clipper technique and use the blade as a comb, and at the same time trim the hair. And once I get it laid down enough and I feel like, you know, I have enough control over the hair's gonna stay in place, I'm gonna hit it with the Enhance Hold Spray to hold it in place, dry it out, allow me to have even more control over the hair and get a sharper, cleaner line. And start from the corners, bringing it into the center, matching up each side. Hit the other C-cup. You know, you can see how the hair is controlled at the hairline area. It's trimmed, kept it as dark as possible. Gonna do a little detail work on the fade now. Quick razor lineup. So now I'm gonna hit him with the Pro Barber Kit 2. It's the Enhance full kit that comes with the fibers, the application pump, the clear application card, and the hold spray. We're gonna hit him with that to fill in his hairline, make it pop, make it stand out. Now I'm gonna throw in a quick, simple design Most of the time I get my inspiration for the designs by just looking at like what the hair already looks like it naturally, like any patterns or that I already see in the hair, which is basically where there's, you know, more scalp showing, and like I usually find those areas and try to work something around that. And usually I'm able to see some type of like pattern or design in the hair where it'll make sense to, you know, fill it in with the design. I always hit the design first with like a draft of just a light draft of the design, and then I come back and fill it in and give it more dimension and give it more life by making some parts of the design or line thicker than others, possibly adding any like fading effects or anything like that, creating contrast. But for him, it's just simply, you know, line and then create a little more shape and dimension to it. Sometimes you just work with what the hair gives you, you know, allow it to kind of direct you and inspire you and inspire your creativity. You know what I mean? Like just look at the hair and see what kind of patterns you see in it, or see what type of, you know, open pockets or areas where it has, you know, a little more skin than usual, and then just kind of fill in that with a design. Follow up with the razor, get that design nice and clean, nice and sharp. Now I'm gonna add some leave-in conditioner to soften up his hair, give it a little bit of a shine, and then we'll hit it with the curl sponge real quick, and you know, it's ready to get braided up, right? This is the pre-braid fade, all right? That's the name of this cut. I just made that up off the top, man, right now, and it rhymes. So the pre-braid fade right here. Appreciate y'all for watching. Catch me next Tuesday. We dropping Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday every week right here on my channel. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. YouTube, what's up? Chuka the Barber here. I want to thank all y'all that's been rocking with me since day one. Currently at 197,000 subscribers. Trying to push that thing all the way up to 200. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I got videos dropping every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from now on. So come tap in, rock with me. I'm finna take it to a whole nother level. I'm out. Peace.